10
ब्लॉगर बन गए अब तो। मैं ऐसे लेट जाता हूँ मैं, बोलो। मेरा तो बैग दुखने लग गया।
Hi, this is Div.
I am Ash.
Welcome back to our channel, and those who are watching us for the first time, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. And obviously those who are watching us for the first time, for them I would like to let you know that this is a Wisdom Wednesday series where we share our experience, our knowledge with you guys so that it's helpful for you and you can take something out of our experience. For our previous Wisdom Wednesday videos, we will be sharing a link in our description box. You please go and check it out. This is a very informative vlogs we are making, and our experience would definitely be of some help for you guys. So please do check it. Moving ahead. I would also like to you guys to know that in our last video we had mentioned that we would be making a video on resume tips. So by the title you might already know, but still I'm letting you know. So let's start.
Let's talk about the types of resume. There are essentially three types of resume: reverse chronological, hybrid resume, functional resume. The most popular one that is used over here in Canada is reverse chronological resume format.
This is the traditional format that is used worldwide, even especially in India. So we used to use this, which is basically nothing but mentioning your recent work experience on the top, and then your rest of the experience follows that. And this is beneficial for everyone who has good work experience, about 3 to 4 years and beyond. So you should always put the reverse chronological resume. And for students and for recent graduates, this resume won't be that ideal because they don't have much of an experience. So moving ahead, the second format.
That would be functional resume. As Divya mentioned, college graduates, they don't have a lot of experience. So what they have to do is they have to mention the skills first, and after that, if they have done any internships or any college work or college projects, and you have to list those after that. So this type of resume is especially for recent graduates.
Moving on to the third format that is there, which is hybrid resume. Hybrid resume is a mix of both reverse chronological and functional.
So an expanded version of both.
Exactly, best of both the things. So over here in this resume, it's not like you're focusing on one part the most. It has the equal weightage in both the things. So it's ideally for people who have like 3 to 5 years experience or less than that, basically less than 5 years of experience, and those who are switching their career paths, who are like
looking for a promotion.
For all those people, this would be an ideal type of resume, especially in a country like Canada. I'm talking about specifically about Canada. They opt for a resume which has reverse chronological order. So I would focus on you guys also following this kind of a thing, even if you have experience like 3 months or 6 months or so. Please follow this kind of resume. And I would also like to add to this that the format that is used, the general format that is used in Canada is like name, your email address, your city, your province, and your LinkedIn URL. So please do mention your LinkedIn URL, because recruiters do tend to go on your LinkedIn profile to check your posts, your activities, and your whole profile basically, even if there are any recommendations or any certificates that you have added over there. So please do add it. So after that, your skills would follow, then your experience, and then the education. So without any further ado, we will start with the tips. So our first tip is the length of the resume. Please do not increase the length of your resume more than 2 pages. It should be either 1 or 2 pages, and I'm talking about your resume only, not the cover letter. So it's just your resume which should be 1 or 2 pages, and I've heard this a lot, and I don't want to hear that I have 10 years of experience, I cannot crunch my resume. that's not the deal. You can definitely do that, and I've learned it. I thought my years of experience, although it's not 10, but I thought that I couldn't crunch my resume to 2 pages, but I had to learn that. Moving ahead to our second tip. So our second tip is that you do not need to mention everything on your resume. So that is why I was not able to cut short my resume, and that's why I thought back there in India I used to go till 3 pages or 2.5 pages. So here I came and learned that it's not that you need to mention each and every detail that you do in your job. You don't need to vomit out everything. You can select the important and relevant things and then add it to your resume. Moving ahead to our third tip.
So our third tip would be, please alter your resume every time you apply for a job. So the practice that we used to follow was, if I apply for a job, I used to make a folder with the company name and the job title. What this does is, when you get a call or an email for that same application that you applied for, you should know that what resume you used and what were the descriptions, what were the job roles and responsibilities that you altered in your resume accordingly. And if you added any skills which was relevant to that job, so you need to focus on those skills as well. So make sure that you have a folder.
Moving ahead to our fourth tip. So each time you alter your resume, what you need to do is you need to tally out with the job description that you're mentioning. So basically you need to focus only on what is there in the job description and mention only those details that will be relevant and useful for the recruiter to know to select your resume more.
And what this does is basically it helps the company with the ATS system. So we'll also mention a link in the description box wherein you can go and upload your resume, and you can just paste the job responsibilities for the job that you're applying. And what it'll do is it'll just pick up the keywords from those responsibilities, and if you have that skill set, you can add that to your resume. It will help pick up your resume in the ATS system,
which is very, very much important because most of the companies in Canada have this ATS system, which will make me move ahead to my fifth tip. So usually what people tend to do is that they move their resumes in a PDF format. So ATS system is not able to pick up keywords that appropriately in a PDF format. So it is recommended, and that's what we have seen and we have learned from our study, research, whatever. So we learned it this way, that it's better to save our resumes in a Word document rather than moving it into PDF and sharing with the recruiters.
It is recommended. I mean, you can still use the PDF format to apply for a job, but yeah,
that's our choice and our recommendation to you guys. Moving ahead to our sixth tip. So our sixth tip is that when you're putting in the description, please quantify your results. It's better to quantify it because that would let the recruiter and your manager, while reading your resume, know that how you have achieved and what numbers have you achieved in your last job. So if you used to handle a mailbox or if you used to handle sales, or if you used to handle queries, so the number of queries that you have handled, the number of calls you have handled, and the number of sales target that you have achieved, and all those quantifiable things and achievements that you have added would actually grab eyes, so the better it is.
It should always be results focused. For example, like generated $1 million in each quarter with a deal size of ranging from 200 to 500k. All these numbers basically helps the employer identify that what impact have you made in the organization and help them grow.
Moving ahead to our seventh tip. So over here, what I would like to add is, please make your statements on your resume, like each statement to be short and one-liner. It should not exceed the one line. That would also help you keep it short and precise. Moving ahead to our eighth point. So what we used to do back there in India is that we used to mention locations. I am not sure if you guys still do that or if you're doing it or not, but from my end, I would like to advise you guys that even on your LinkedIn and even on your resume, please do not mention your location. mentioning your location would stereotype our country with your resume while viewing your resume, that oh, this person has come from India, oh, this person has come from this place. So usually we shouldn't be doing that. Canada is a country which welcomes immigrants, and we should I appreciate that, and we can actually see that when you put your resume without the barrier of your location. So if you have an experience, just put it out there, don't mention the location.
Moving ahead to our ninth tip. So whenever you are specifying a line in your experience, it should always start with an action verb, like you increased, you achieved, or you reduced customer complaints, because the employer wants to know that what you have done and not what you are doing. They are not at all interested in the tasks that you were doing in your previous organization. They wanted to know what
you have achieved, or what you are going to what you led,
Yeah.
what you developed, and what was the end result basically.
Yeah, they want to know what impact you made in that organization.
Exactly. Moving ahead to a 10th tip. So some people tend to do is that they tend to keep on mentioning all the skills that they have on the resume. So just don't add everything out, every skill that you have. Mention only those skills that are relevant to the job. So just mention around 6 to 9 skills, not beyond that. Try to keep it as short as possible and as precise and impactful. Don't mention communication skills and those few skills only. Do tend to keep more focus on the major skills and the softwares that you have worked on. That would really help you out over there. Also, I would like to add that in your education section, if you're currently working on something, even like I'm in HR, so if I'm working towards CHRP or some other qualification, then I can, if you write working towards this, then that would also be counted as an effort that you're putting in towards your growth, academic growth. So try and mention that and be genuine. Do not just mention it out of nowhere. Do work on it as well, and the best part is that you can still mention it and it would be considered. That's about it. These were our 10 tips for you guys. I hope you guys liked it. It's basically about our experience and our research that we did while applying jobs here in Canada.
It's all our personal experiences that we have faced, so we are just sharing it with you guys.
Exactly.
So that it can help you land a job.
So do let us know if you liked the video in our comment box, and please share it with everyone who's looking out for jobs. It would be helpful not only in Canada but in India or anywhere else. And please like, share,
comment, and
subscribe. Do it.